So excuse the laziness of this video. It's like breakfast in bed. This is too emergency though. Flint, Michigan, for example. We are an identity of relationship to the ground that is a value where our factual nature is a nature of volume. Only the extent of it is debatable. But it is as criminally legalized, criminal insidious nature, standing to all positions since ancient times, because we're tactically denatured nature of science. Nature is an identity of relationship to itself, identity that is smaller than the smallest thing, while as the order to that finite identity is bigger than the big all things together at once, even the semi-nature of itself, bigger than all things at once, while being the value of that finite, the order to the finite, the order to what is active, as our quality of diffusion. This is body of value, not just discernment, but identity of value, of progression, which identity is a relationship to positive and negative value discernment, because this is the course. This is the truth that is native pure and using exceptions and demonstration to us. A nature of truth that is not denying exceptions. The entire species longs what has been forbid since semi-ancient times. This just reminds. So, since semi-ancient times, what has been defended as science is the cause as pseudo positive, that it defends itself as victims, but as victim predators. Forgiveness is because of the organized crime method that came from semi ancient times. This knew that it was going to keep all formal fact keeping nature as a relationship to nature itself, the one that has everyone longing water, needing that, no matter who you are. This is the science that uses why we are. There is an individual nature of volume. There's that each person is simultaneously individual, grouped, and altogether species. This is for us to discern this, and for that the discernment of that to be more and more value. This is about the simultaneous value because this is a simultaneous nature as what's going to reveal evolution or lethal IDs in demonstration. We're not a lot. We're this one species has been a negative value nature progression, identity of negative value nature progression since semi-ancient times, since before modern religions. That's science. And see, they use the value of religion where values are being used for an identity theft racket. I don't care what color you are. If you even forced to entertain Jim Crow laws, what force that entertained was already entrenched. You can't defend that, and you can't fathom anything else. Not by accident. Here, there, everywhere, and you try to you compare everyone because no one can correlate. They're using how everyone hears they repeat use of brainstorming, even though science is revelation. But what do they repeat? Not that brainstorm. They save revelation for a nature of stewardships of modern religions that are aligned with identities of the law. They can't defend that. It would exploit types of laws, originally types of sciences, originally still. Criminally foreign influence, delusions rot, not logic. This is logic's course. that and how we have three natures of volume that are bonded, and by an identity of value progression that is invisible but still scientifically discernible since before that and after, and then as with us. Boxings, we play until we bust. We don't want to bust though. We want. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is the important thing. This changes the value treatment. This brings reliefs over here to this, that. This brings reliefs everywhere in the world. We admit the nature of see, because there's too many natures of nations, hundreds many nations at once. Already they go home each day with value treatments, relying on the next guy, relying on databases, as standing lie progressions from them. As standing means to hide that because you're offensive, the only offensive evidence reception people tied to a crime method with the youngest schools leading up to them, then middle schools, and then colleges, universities. Natures of campuses like fire campuses, medical campuses, private and other, all array of inside what was sophistication since before this, as the organized crime methods identity. And then while being at the peak sophistication in every modern nation, and stayed beyond it. And it's right through fake sides because there's a whole bunch of, we have debates about all these value nature systems. The people that know about, that measure, you know, derivatives this, and they know the markets are this, and this company's like this, and this can affect the markets this way. Those are value nature systems, but that's not the one that is science. The one that knows right now how to cause evolution. See, this was Native American. It's not every this truth is native no matter who you are. This is why we're a species. See, in other words, people were forced to speak. People still are. Native Americans in layers, they will retreat. Even if they, not all tribes have casinos, but even if they figure out a way to get some kind of monetary compensation, we have a tactically denatured relationship to nature, and it's going to demonstrate negative value nature progressions, acts and natures, like predicate acts, like wrongdoers, mass criminal and seditious natures. This is what American history is about. All forced roles, motivations, needs, interests, all victims, but all slaves. Our founders were all forced in layers to roles. You want the best job of it, and the real job, real work, is understanding what is going to be positive all ways to what is inherent, active, and progressive simultaneously. Because these are three natures of volume that are gaining here as one forever nature. Again, by the identity bigger, its identity of relationship to itself. And that's what causes evolution, its fruits and gifts, or forces it away from here, lethal IDs, as for space nature transfer, as its identity of relationship to itself as the perfect value progression. And where and how we are forever nature of a forever nature that's self generating. So we are the quality of more positive or negative that is in relationship to its only let realized perfect positive value progression. That's why the rest of nature has no criminal foreign influences. That's the only reason why we could stay other value nature systems for so long. We're only one species. That's why nature goes away. You can't fix that unless you let nature's course lead. What is nature? It is the identity of the Trinity. It is the identity of space. It's the value of it as the value of it, which it's bigger than the value of it. Its identity. It is the identity of forever, distinctly and non-distinctly, and that is simultaneously. And this is the simultaneous nature that is beyond, but while being the value of this inherent nature of volume, that we are each an individual nature to know, and of this grouped nature of volume, that we are each a group nature to know age, sex, location, that we are each a species nature to know simultaneously. The different if you don't do it simultaneously, you have negative value nature progressions. All positions of time treatments formal as the law, not training, it's intercampuses. This is a simultaneous organized crime method against each age of fact treatment nature. All work and value nature systems other. All facilitating to valuing what maintains valued correlation, fake sides, fake middle, fake education, um, narratives, fake difference. Correlation is a trinity nature. This is what the Trinity is about. And where it's about Jesus Christ, that's about an identity of relationship to itself that is either positive or negative. So it's going to be positive. It's going to be juxtaposing value means to where there were none before. All of a sudden they appear. How? Where did humanity come from? Where does evolution come from? Its fruits and gifts. It's an identity of relationship. It's not just all. It's not just a unity. It's unity as sciences. Method by its method, by its system, which is an obligation by our fact treatment nature that has been forbid free speech since some ancient times. It just reminds methodically. Those methods are recorded. The motivations are recorded. Not one reported true. I tell you each. It's you. Okay, thank you, species value nature system. I don't know if anybody's on here. I think someone was. Thank you. Come again. It's Anthony Wall. YouTube.com slash user slash Romulus Wall. I hear you all, species coach. Great, thank you. Anthony Wall. Thank you. Come again.